Welcome, esteemed guests, to the 2022 6th Annual BOXYCHARM Awards. This one I have a lot of anticipation for. I feel like every year, this is the Best Eyeshadow Palette Award. What was your worst product of 2022? This next award is honestly, I think, a secret salacious favorite amongst everybody. Dump the Chump Award. A lot of you... Welcome, friends, to the 6th Annual BOXYCHARM Awards. This is the award ceremony that is really all about you. This is your video. Every year for the past 6 years, I have done the awards so your voices can be heard on what were your favorite things with BOXYCHARM for the previous year. Or even sometimes a little bit more scandalous. What was the thing that you didn't want? What were the boxes that you didn't want? What would you like to change with BOXYCHARM overall? While I am a mere YouTuber here on this platform and don't really have any real affiliation with the boxes and BOXYCHARM itself / Ipsy as we know, I still want you guys to have a space for your voice to be heard and let your gripes out, but let also the things that made you super excited out. Let the world know what you want to see more of in the coming year, in 2023. So that is why I started the awards for you and your voices to be heard. So now grab your tea, grab your snack, grab your champagne, put on your favorite yoga pants or get on a little dazzly dress, and let's dive into the 2022 BOXYCHARM Awards. Cheers! This award ceremony is unlike any other because other than those smaller ones out there like the Emmys, the Oscars, the Tonys, those little guys, there are exciting awards throughout the entire video. I don't just save the good ones for the end. I feel like these are so exciting. I have not even looked at any of these answers. I love to discover what you all think with you, so you get my genuine reaction to what you guys want as your bests, your worsts, and what are things that you hope to never see again. Also, there are write-ins, so you all can really get a little scathing, get a little loving with the products that you love and hate, because there are going to be write-ins. Let's start with the first award for the 2022 BOXYCHARM Awards, and this could be in any box, base, premium, or luxe, or even add-ons. Add-ons are a factor, or are they called drop shop? I don't know what they're called anymore. Just roll with me on that. The first award is a really exciting one for me. It's called the More Please Award. What makeup, specifically makeup, do you want to see more of in 2023? Something you loved out of 2022, because we're starting these videos on a high note. What do you want to take into the new year with BOXYCHARM? Since there are so many brands to choose from, since the brands just keep growing every single year and we don't get the same things as each other anymore, sometimes what you got last year, I got this year, and vice versa, the list has grown. So right now, I'm going to tell you who are the top 3, who pulled to the top of the rankings in the leaderboard to let you know who actually won the best makeup brand and which one do you want to see more of. The top 3 nominees are Viseart Paris, Natasha Denona, and Patrick Ta. Drumroll. And the winner is, with 26.5% of your votes, again this year, is Natasha Denona, which is really exciting, but also a little surprising because yes, we did get some Patrick Ta this year and that pulled to the top of the leaderboard, but also Viseart is someone that we have discovered in our boxes previously. Maybe you just got them this year. I got them a while back. I'm actually wearing a Viseart palette today on my eyes and I love it, but I'm also wearing a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette on my eyes. So clearly, I agree with your More Please Award choice. Our next category is also just as exciting. It is another extension of the More Please Award, but it is for the More Please Skincare Award. And as many of us know, we have become pretty much our own dermatologists. We've become scientists of our own faces and skin because we've gotten so much skincare over the past few years. We've really learned what's a great quality brand that really helps our skin and what is just a filler product. Let's go through the nominees and let me tell you the top 3. Ooh, this ranking is even closer than the last one. So let's see here. Actually, just for funsies, keep it a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna give you the top 4 because there are 4 major leaders out of a lot of nominees. Third runner-up for the More Please Skincare Award is ESTEEMED with 12.2% of your votes. I agree, I do love me some ESTEEMED. And the second runner-up is Pharmacy with 15.9% of your votes. That is another quality brand that we get excited to see in the box. And now, who's gonna be Miss America of the Skincare Award? First runner-up with 18.3% of your votes is Sunday Riley. Oh my gosh. I thought, didn't they win last year? So who won this year? I'm on pins and needles. And the winner with 23.2% of your votes is Glow Recipe. You guys, I love Glow Recipe. So many of their skincare line pieces, products work so well for so many of our skin. And that's what I think really works when an entire line can work for a variety of people, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, bossy pores, young, old, all of the things. Glow Recipe is something that when I see it roaming around in the boxes, I'm super intrigued, and if I can't get it in a box, I'm going to be looking on the drop shops or add-ons because I want it, and I want it at a great deal from BOXYCHARM. I agree with you. Those were a really tight race, those top 4, because again, there are so many nominees in these lists, you guys. So you're doing a really great job of really combing through these lists. I'm proud of you. Right now comes another exciting award. I'm telling you, throughout this entire award ceremony, there is going to be show-stopping award winners right throughout the gate. And this one is the Best Face Palette Award, you guys. When I was adding in even more this year, tacking on to the previous years, because again, you could get something from any time frame if you haven't received it, or maybe you have received it already, you know, that happens. The list just keeps growing with the quality of brands sometimes, and sometimes not. So which one stood out to you? I'm really interested. This one has a huge clear winner, but there were 4 again that really stood out to you all. The top 4 choice nominees are Alamar Cosmetics, ABH, their face palettes. This could be in a variety of options. Tarte face palettes, again in a variety of options, and the Ofra face palettes in the variety of options. We have learned that there are so many different versions out there. It kind of just started to become an umbrella of which one did you love, which brand were you leaning into. Ofra face palette, out of their various options, won by a landslide with 32.5% of your votes. That, I think they actually won last year, but it was a very specific palette that won last year. So since so many things are roaming around through past years and current, I'm really impressed that Ofra has won the Best Face Palette Award yet again with you all. Just to further prove my point, throughout the history of time and what I've still seen roaming around in the BOXYCHARM boxes are a lot of different options for the Ofra palettes. There's Ofra blush palettes that are face products. Also the mini mix palettes that are the good to goes that have eyeshadows and face products in there. Those count. Also the On the Glow palette is the one that really took your hearts last year, and if you received it this year, I can't blame you for voting for it. So there are a lot of options out there. That's only some. There's probably more out there too. Next is an award that I used to get super excited for, and now I feel like this category has shifted. It no longer has to just be a highlighter. This award is the Shimmer Award. What product gave you that glow, that shimmer, that moment, and you loved it and you want more of those types of products? Tell us who won your Shimmer Award. In previous years, this shocked me to be sometimes a blush, like a good dewy blush. Obviously, it originated as more of like a highlighting category, but this could really transition into anything that gave you that shimmer, that makes you just a showstopper. The top nominees for this category are Fenty Beauty Highlighters, Laura Mercier Highlighters, Touch in Soul Pretty Filter Gloated Makeup Palette, and the Ofra On the Glow Pro Palette specifically. And the winner of the Shimmer Award for 2022 is The Ofra on the Glow Pro palette. Oh my gosh, you guys, this won last year too. This was actually a double feature piece last year that won your favorite face palette for 2021 and also the one that won your Shimmer award. And apparently you all feel the same, or if you didn't get it last year, but you saw it out there and you got it this year, you voted for it, because this is who is your 2021 and 2022 Shimmer Award winner. She's got a little bit of everything, doesn't she? She's got some highlighters, she's got some bronzers that are a little bit on the glowy side as well, and these are really great value. This is also a very pricey item. I do believe it was like $145 or something, because these are all full-size products in this palette. You get a lot of options in here too, because as you can see, there is some variety throughout, and it's a very quality palette, yes? So if you even don't get BOXYCHARM anymore, which I know is a factor for some of you guys and maybe why you didn't vote, but you still love watching these videos, just know that this is clearly worth your money if this is something that you've had your eye on for a while, if you enjoy this type of makeup, because this is a double winner, 2021 and 2022. So you can still throw your dollars at it if this is something you're like, dang it, I feel like I'm missing out. You can always get this. Ooh, so this one I'm really excited to see, because over the past few years, we've been getting a lot more of the face products, the face powder products. Let's find out your top nominees for the best cheek and face product. This could be a bronzer, this could be a blush, this could be a single item. This is a non-face palette category, because as we know, Ofra took that by a landslide. And this time, you actually only have 3 top contenders, so you all got really choosy in this category in the long amount of people that you had to go through in the nominee category. Let's see here. The top 3 are Iconic London, NARS, and Natasha Denona. Ooh. And the winner for the best cheek/face product, that's not a palette, is, with 17.9% of your votes, it is Natasha Denona. Have you tried any of their blushes yet? Because that is a blush product I do really love, but I would love to get my hands on a bronzer. Has there been one going around that I haven't received? Do I need to go on the hunt for it? Tell me. The main thing I have received from Natasha outside of eyeshadow palettes is either highlighters, or I purchased on my own in the drop shop, I do believe, the blush duo. This one right here is in the shade, it's palette 10, which has 2 different tones in her, and I love this palette. But this is all I have received. So have you received something different than I have? Tell your friend below so that way I can hunt it down and try it for myself, because now you all have influenced me to get even more Natasha, which, let's be serious, it doesn't take much because her formulas are really stunning. But I should tell you, there was a super close runner-up in this category. Super close. With 16.7% of your votes, it was NARS. And is that because, did we get some, the NARS Orgasm blushes roaming around? Did we get anything else? So NARS is not cruelty-free, unfortunately, so I have not gotten to try much from them. So tell me, what are you loving below so we can all tell our friends, what is everybody loving from NARS that brought them so high up in the leaderboard? I'm excited to hear. This next award is honestly, I think, a secret salacious favorite amongst everybody who does these videos with me, because this is the super exciting, very sassy, a little controversial Dump the Chump Award. A lot of you guys and myself love this award because this gives us a moment, right, to get out a little bit of that aggression maybe we've had throughout the year, being like, stop giving me this. I don't want it anymore, BOXYCHARM. Get it out of here. We don't need you in our lives. Get out. You're the problem, not me. Not me, it's you. So let's talk about the top contenders for the Dump the Chump Award for 2022. This is the most diverse section yet. Oh my gosh, I love going through these with you. I've not peeked at all, and I love that. So you get my real, honest, raw reaction that this is hysterical how many top leaders there are, that there are such big pieces of the pie here, that I'm gonna tell you all of the sassy nominees of who you do not want to see in your box. Your top 5 nominees in no particular order are St. Luxe Beauty, AMNH Skincare, Queen, Give Them Lala Beauty, and Cab Cosmetics. Your second runner-up is actually a tie between two brands that you were like, ugh, I do not want to see this ever again. With 11% of your votes, St. Lux Beauty and AMNH Skincare, those were tied with 11% for your second runner-up for the worst Dump the Chump award. Don't blame you. I think AMNH Skincare actually won last year because we got too many of their nasty products. First runner-up is the Give Them Lala Beauty with 15.9% of the votes. Interesting. Now, I'm curious, those of you who voted for this, was it the skincare or the beauty? You know what? I think it's beauty, because doesn't she have two different lines? Give Them Lala Skincare and Give Them Lala Beauty. I don't think they're under the same name. So I think this is specifically for the makeup, which I have heard is not so great. I've actually not totally disliked her skincare, but that's not the problem. That's not the topic of conversation at the moment. Give Them Lala Beauty as your first runner-up. So who won your Dump the Chump award for 2022? Cab Cosmetics. I agree. Now I've heard some people say that once they figured out how to use, I think it was the really big palette, the like face contour palette, they liked it after a while. I think a lot of us found that contour palette specifically to be very limiting. I did get that at some point. I did declutter that at some point. It is no longer in my beauty space, but I also heard they have eyeshadow palettes. And I think I liked a lip oil from them. I'll give them some credit. But there's other lippies roaming around, eyeshadow palettes, face palettes. Tell us, why did you specifically say that Cab Cosmetics was your major Dump the Chump award? You don't ever want to see it in your box again. I'm dying to know why. Tell us the tea. Pop-up and add-on award is the next award. The item that you were like really excited to continually hunt for when you were doing the add-ons, pop-ups, drop shops, mega drop shops, whatever they call them now. You know what I mean. Oh my gosh, I don't even need to give y'all like a top 3 or 4 ranking of like who were the top in the leaderboard, because there was only 2. This was a landslide of, if you are shopping still, the drop shops, add-ons, mega drop shop, you are specific, 41.5% of you. This is the biggest outcome so far of an overwhelming landslide. Biggest percentage, 41.5 of you are always on the hunt for, just as I assumed, Natasha Denona. And I can't blame you. Like I said, I have gotten a lot of my own things from Natasha Denona in the add-ons. These were the face products. This doesn't even include all the eyeshadow palettes. Also, more than likely, you had to use the add-ons in drop shops and mega drop shops to get some Natasha, because so many of y'all told me over and over you weren't getting it in your boxes that you pay for. So yeah, of course you're gonna still want to get something great on a deal in the pop-ups, drop-offs, whatever they're called. Also, a lot of you guys know we got the Zendo palette, the full $65 palette. This is, I think, the first one they've given us that's actually a big size, not a mini size palette. And a lot of you guys were like, well, if I didn't get it, I mean, I can get it on a deal in a BOXYCHARM drop-off pop shop thing, I'm gonna get it. So yeah, this was like the first one. So this was pretty exciting this year. I feel like though, this was maybe the most exciting thing I saw personally from the Natasha Denona line, because it felt like this year we were getting a little less. So, or we got the same palette 4 different times. The Cupid palette, and maybe you didn't get it and that's why you had to buy it in the drop-off pop shop things. I get it. Next is the Lifestyle Award. This award is something that is a non-makeup, non-skincare item that you actually do enjoy getting. Now, usually that does come in more of a luxe box, but sometimes they do throw things in random basic boxes, the base boxes, the premium boxes. I mean, sometimes you do get outside of the realm of makeup and skincare beauty, you get other things. So if you do, what's your product that you don't mind getting, that you actually love getting? Oh, you know how in the last award I said this is the biggest like outcome, this is the biggest leaderboard, this is the landslide. Update. This is now the biggest landslide with 52.5% of your votes out of all of the massive lists that we have going. The product that you like getting in your Lifestyle Award is the hair care shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioners. If you can get something quality for your hair, you want that more than, say, nail care, perfumes. The second runner-up, if you're curious, was a perfume with 17.5%. So that tells you with 52.5%, most of us want to get hair care products. And I do agree. I have actually received some hair care products from BOXYCHARM that have now become staples that I purchase on my own, things that I have to have all the time in my bathroom. So totally agree with you. Okay, so this one is a little bit more anxiety inducing. This one I have a lot of anticipation for. I feel like every year, this is the Best Eyeshadow Palette Award for 2022. Now, again, this year, even more so than past years, this could be something completely unexpected. This could be something that you had received one from, like something I received 2 years ago or something that I never received, I finally got this year. So this could be a huge mixed bag of nuts as to who the winner is. I have no clue and I'm so excited to find out. There's only 2 leaders. Oh my gosh. Literally, there is a landslide with this, not as big as 52% like in the last award, but this winner is so crazy. So we're down to 2. I'll just give you the top 2 just to make it fun and interesting. Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette or a Huda Beauty palette. Those are the top 2 leaders in the Best Eyeshadow Palette Award category. And who do you think won? If you had to put your bets on the ponies, who do you think won? That's right, Natasha Denona. I was just saying we finally got a full-size $65 palette. This is the Zendo palette. A lot of people may like or dislike this based off the color story. I know a lot of people who purchased this on their own said maybe this wasn't their favorite, but it was still decent, a good quality palette. I actually like the palette. I like the color story. I do wish there was a little bit more neutrals in here, but it is a really good palette. So I am really excited to see that, you know, we're letting them know this is what we want to see more of. This is so exciting. All of the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes are your Eyeshadow Palette of the Award winner. Favorite Lippy of the Year award. This is something that I'm really curious to see what you all chose, because I did not have really a standout lippy product that was makeup. I enjoyed a lot more of like the lip oils I received this year from BOXYCHARM, and I just was kind of struggling to find anything that really stood out to me in the lip category. So I'm really curious to hear who were your top contenders. Oh, you guys were a little divided. You had quite a few top contenders here. I will give you the top 3 nominees. Tarte lipsticks and glosses, Lawless Beauty lipsticks, glosses, liners, all of the above, and Huda Beauty. So, who won? With 19.8% of your votes, Tarte Cosmetics, whether it be a lipstick, a gloss, or a liner, won for your best lippy product of the year. And I can think of a few that I received that I think were last December though. I got the Tarte Man-Eater lip glosses. These are a plumping lip gloss and these are really quality. There is some tingle to them, but they are really good. I'm trying to think if I got anything else from Tarte this year as far as lip products go. I think I missed out. So tell a girl, what did you get that made you vote for these to be your top lippies? Because I may need to go shopping. Moving on to your Best Box Award. This is the box that you loved the most throughout the entire year of 2022. So it looks like we have top 3 contenders. Now this is going to be for the month, and this could be a base, a luxe, or a premium. Which month was your best box? The top 3 contenders are May, December, or September. And your leading winner with 21.3% of your votes is the December box, whether it be the base, the luxe, the premium. And I do have to say that box actually got me really excited to do the BOXYCHARM Awards. It also got me really excited to do the best and worst of the year because I really got excited for that December box. So if you missed that, go ahead and check that video out so you can see what we're talking about here. And again, if you don't even get BOXYCHARM anymore, you can see what are the standout products and then just purchase them on your own because it still kind of gives you a nice overview of, is the product worth it? Or is the box worth it to you? I would agree with you guys. December was a really good month. Now it's the polar opposite. What was your worst box for 2022? Oh, we actually have a tie. How is this possible? This happened, I think, last year in a different category, but I'm always just like with all of the options. I guess because there's actually a limited amount. There's only 12 to pick from. For the worst box, there is a full-on tie between two boxes. The November box and the October box. So if you are a new subscriber or if you're new to my videos, hi, I'm Nicole. Come subscribe. We do a lot of fun things here. I actually got kicked off the PR list in October accidentally, and then they put me back on for November. So that's so funny. I have no idea even what happened in October. Tell your girl, why did you vote for October and November to be your worst box of the year? Tell me your thoughts. Tell me the things. I did hear I wasn't missing much, for sure. When I said, guys, I got kicked off the box PR list. I don't even know what's going on anymore. You guys were like, you didn't miss anything. You're good. Trust us. So what'd you get? What was getting y'all hyped up and hot and bothered about it? What was making you just like, nope, nope, nope? I can't wait to hear this. Whew. And now, my friends, we are to the write-up portion of the video where I am going to go through and tell you all of the things that y'all were griping about. The things that you were like, I cannot deal with this. Just let me get it out. Let me purge my soul in this video and tell you this is something that I just need to get off my chest about BOXYCHARM. Let's go through it. Looks like we've got some leaders too about what's going on in here, but I'm probably going to be a little chatty here and let you know because this is your award ceremony. This is what you want to know and what you said. So the top leader that was pretty much a repeat of what you guys were saying was repeats. 9.6 of you specifically said the same thing of repeats, of you don't want the same stuff over and over again, and I agree with you. I think we're seeing that now more than ever, at least in 2022, where I mean, even if it's something good, I got the same eyeshadow palette from Natasha, the Cupid palette, 3 times, which, I mean, it sounds like a weird thing to gripe about, getting 3 of the same palette, but I want other people to be able to get the palette that didn't get the palette. Also, got the same things that maybe we didn't want before that we got rid of. And that's not the point of a subscription box. You want variety. That's why you sign up for them. I totally agree with you. And I also see other people saying in here specific things like Ipsy repeats. So yeah, I agree with you. If you're getting Ipsy, you don't want that in BOXYCHARM. They're shooting themselves in the foot there by not making you not want to be part of both boxes. We used to all love seeing, like, comparing boxes. Now you can't. They're the same thing. Repeat products, repeat items, and less makeup this year. Shared products with Ipsy. Too much skincare. Dried out aged products like eyebrow gels. Duplicate products, repeats. Exactly. Boxy running out of my choice item, especially when it shows up in influencer boxes. I feel that. Not having better brands. Yeah, for a long time, you guys, if you are newer here, I have paid for the boxes and only recently got on the PR lists, which is why I'm still like, what's going on with their PR? Because it's still very wonky up in the air a lot of times. Sometimes my paid for boxes and PR boxes were the same. Sometimes they were totally different. It's honestly why I stopped paying for the boxes, because I kept seeing so many repeats of the same thing that I was like, I have less to review for you. That's not why I do this. So yeah, I just think that they've really, since the Ipsy takeover, since Ipsy bought them out, everything you're saying is 1000% true. Now for the write-ins of your favorite product or box of the year for you specifically. I put in this write-in section last year because sometimes, again, I only know so much about what's going on out there in BOXYCHARM because there are so many varieties. I wanted you to be able to kind of like say, what were you loving? What's something for you that was a standout that maybe I don't even have in the list because I didn't even know it existed? We've got some standouts. Let's see. I'm seeing this so many multiple times. The Natasha Denona Zendo palette. A lot of you guys were stoked to see a full-size Natasha Denona palette in your box, and I agree with you because this is something that's exciting for the masses, and it makes you really excited to be like, oh, I've heard of this palette. Because a lot of times with these little minis, yes, they're Natasha and you're really excited for them, but a lot of times they're not anything you've ever heard of before, so it doesn't become top of mind. You're like, oh, it's Natasha, I've heard of her, but palette number, for example, this is palette number 6. You may be like, I've never heard of palette number 6, but I've heard of Natasha. A lot of other write-ins for other Natasha Denona products, like the cheek duos. Trying Natasha Denona overall was something exciting for you guys this year. Glow Recipe popped up a few times. Kate Somerville Milk Cleanser Moisturizers. Iconic London Bronzer. Yeah, sounds like this girl right here. She was like the standout for y'all that you got super excited for. And I'm excited for you. I was excited for it too. The worst product is the next one. And I'm already seeing an overwhelming number here. So I'm really curious. What was your worst product of 2022 that you were so upset about it? You wrote her in. You remembered it top of mind. You didn't need a list. You were like, oh, I know exactly what I'm about to write down. I'm excited. Okay. I'm trying to find trends here for corroborating things because y'all had feelings. So some of the main things I'm seeing are some of y'all are saying, well, a few of you are like, I don't want lashes. Do not give me lashes. I don't want lashes. At least give a girl some lash glue. I was trying to put on my lashes this morning for this video and I was like, I am out of lash glue. How am I out of lash glue? Oh, somebody actually said the Zendo palette. They were mad about this. This was their worst product because it sucks. It's not our best formula, I will say. Cab Cosmetics. Oh my god, I don't know who said this. I love this though. She goes, how can anyone pick just one? And I was like, fair. Filler products. Dew of the Gods Under Eye Volumizing Collagen Pads. Hated that. The Epitome Skincare. Is that still going around? The Epony? It's Epony. That was like one of the worst contenders last year too, was the Epony Skincare Beverly Hills. Is that still going around? Are you all still getting that? No. That was a primer, by the way. It says it's skincare. No, it's a primer. Complex Culture Blue Light Spray. Agree. That is also a marketing gimmick, and stop giving us Complex Culture in our BOXYCHARM boxes. We don't want them. Anything from AMNH, agree. Anything from Truly, yeah, I agree. There was a tote bag? A Henry and Lev tote bag? Who be that? What? Iconic London mascaras. Y'all, I struggle a lot of times with mascaras because I feel like they just don't work. They're kind of dried out. I feel like by the time they're going to subscription boxes, it's probably on the end of its life. I struggle with almost all of my mascaras that I get from Boxy. All right, now let's get hopeful. Let's get hopeful as we start to end up this video, end up our awards. What do you hope for with BOXYCHARM in 2023? These were write-ins, and I'll start. I'll go first. I hope we get back on track. I hope we remind ourselves what BOXYCHARM is and where Ipsy should be with it, far away. And I hope we see more quality makeup, less repeats, because I know these videos were like something really fun for you guys for so long. And I feel like it's become kind of like a Bravo TV show where you go watch it to hate watch. You root for the drama in a way, but at the same time, it leaves you unsatisfied. I want to be satisfied with BOXYCHARM again. I want to be excited for it and love it all the time and not be like, oh, this month didn't suck. What a relief. Do you follow me? I think you do. So let's see. No sharing products, no repeats, use our preferences. Yeah, don't give us what Ipsy's got out there. Stop giving us repeats. Use our preferences. If we say we want nude palettes, stop giving us colorful ones. I feel you. More high-end makeup. Changes across the board. More exciting products and consistent boxes. They get better makeup brands. Yeah, that used to be what was a standout for BOXYCHARM. It used to be what everyone was like, oh my gosh, this is what made the brand what it is we started getting name brand things. Tarte eyeshadow palettes, Ofra highlighters. Like back in the day when it was like grassroots, still just a base box before it got big, we were so excited to see like things we'd heard of, things that were out there. It gave us that joy. Less filler products. Bring more brands to the box, known and unknown, but try to mix and match. Yeah, I agree. More Glow Recipe products. Name brands. That they put more indie brands and actually go by the profile. More diversity with items, not 2 lip products in the same box for months in a row. Yes, there are times that we just get back to back of something so we don't get excited for it anymore. Like I was really excited for bronzers at one point, and then I got so many back to back that I was like, well, this isn't fun right now. Same with even eyeshadow palettes sometimes. Skincare overload. We can't even enjoy what we've got in front of us because it just gets crazy. Less repeats. More basic stuff like foundation. Yeah, when's the last time I got a foundation? Better curated boxes without repetition and not expired products. Also, that Boxy create a better communication service and not a robot. Yeah, if you have an issue, if you have a shipping thing, you have to go through the Boxy bot, which unless you have used it a lot to learn its like little intricacies, it can be really frustrating. And even then it's frustrating. More Fenty, decent products, better brands, better variations, better mix of high-end makeup and skincare, less repeats, faster and consistent shipping. Oh, we have feelings. Stop putting the same choice options in different tiers of the boxes. Yes, I feel like that hasn't been touched on yet. I agree with you. If something is a luxe product and all of a sudden it's in a base product, in a base box, even the next month or the next 2 months, it's like, why do you think we want to subscribe to the more expensive box then if you're eventually going to give it to the base box when I don't want the other stuff? Like, that math doesn't math at all. And I don't math. Better choices with more availability along with better customization based on our profiles. Less eye creams and more makeup. My hope is that BOXYCHARM will utilize the quizzes and curate the boxes based on what we answer in our quizzes. No more mascara for me, please. Yeah, especially when it's all dried out. I love you guys because we have the same language and I love reading this in the tones that I feel like you're saying it. I hope they get their act together. Make me want you. Exactly. Make me want to give you my money. Like, just, I mean, do you want my money? I don't feel like right now you want my money. I don't think you want me to hang out. I don't think you're inviting me to your party. Do you want me to hang out? Like, that's what we're saying. You guys crack me up. I just love reading these with you guys. A better charm room and choices for our charms. I still have so many charms, I think, in my dead account right now because there was just nothing I wanted. Or anytime I try to use charms, they'd still need like 30 bucks of my cash. And I'm like, this didn't go very far. Like, how is this possible? Better makeup brands, better makeup in the base boxes, better products received, more makeup, more makeup, more makeup, more makeup. It's kind of more of the same, guys, and I feel you. I feel all of you. So, the last award for the 2022 BOXYCHARM Awards is the life-changing product of 2022. There's always that one thing, even in a dog shit year, there's always that one thing that stands out if you received it that you're like, you know what? I still use this every day. Or I use this when I want to feel special. I use this and I notice a difference in my skin. I notice a difference in my makeup. I notice a difference in the way I approach makeup or things that got me excited for makeup. Any of those things. What was your life-changing award? And this is all going to probably be a little individualized, I'm sure, but the top leaders. No way, really? I'm going to go get it. Hold on, I got to go to my bathroom. I'm seeing this pull out the rankings just a touch here, and it's been said so many times that it's higher up in the rankings, so I'm going to tell you, I think they're talking about, this is my holy grail too right now. This is the Mud Masky Eye Cream. This is a vitamin-infused under-eye serum. I use this every single night directly under the eyes after I cleanse my face because it really does brighten the under eyes. I notice on the days I don't use it. So I actually have a backup in my beauty space. I've given this to family. This I find to be really quality. If I don't use this, I notice. If I do use it, I notice in a good way. I feel like I need less makeup. And the person who wrote this one in over here says, Mud Masky Yellow Tube daily. Thank you for recommending it, or it would have sat in my skin drawer for a while. I get it, because we get so many skincare pieces that you never know what's good and what's not good. And that's what we're saying with, like, give us time to use them. Stop overloading us. This under eyes brightens it up. And I don't consider myself someone who has extremely dark under eyes. I don't. But when I'm not wearing makeup, I notice it. In the mornings, first thing, I notice it. If I want to have just an easy makeup day and I've been using this, I don't even need concealer. Doesn't mean I won't use it. I'm just saying I don't need it because this is so good. And I don't consider myself, again, somebody that has like the really dark under eye circles. Like you could think of somebody that's like, you could think, oh, they always have dark circles under their eyes. I don't even think I do. But then when I use this, I'm like, girl, you do. Use this. Keep using this, Nicole. Something else y'all are loving is the Murad eye cream. I'm wondering if it's this one that we just recently received, because I don't know when this has been going around, but this one is the Youth Retinol Renewal Eye Serum. This is something I'm introducing to my skincare routine right now, actually. Is this it? Glam Glow Serum. Some of y'all are really loving like the Elemis toners. The Glow Recipe Watermelon. I don't think I got that one. The LYS Concealer is one of your holy grails. Oh, do I need to get that? I don't have that. Natasha Denona's Zendo palette. Changed their game. They love it. Viseart palettes. Like I said, today my eyes is a lot of this neutral palette right here. Really quality. I love it. The Tan Luxe Tanning Drops. Oh my gosh, girl, hold, let me go get it. Let me go get it. I have a second one because I'm almost done with this one. This stuff is a game changer for a natural glow. Game changer. It is winter right now. All you need is a couple of drops of this. Rub it into your face like skincare. Wash your hands. It's almost goof proof. I'm not gonna say it is goof proof because there's been a couple times where I wasn't paying attention and I goofed it just a touch, or didn't do it on smoothly, or didn't wash it off my hands and then you could see it. But this is so quality. It's not hard to use. I love this. Totally agree with you. Lawless Forget the Lip Filler Gloss, some of y'all said you love. Yeah, cream products. You were so excited to be introduced to cream products. I love hearing that from you guys. So definitely, if you did not get a chance to vote, go ahead and tell us below. What are your thoughts? Or why did you vote for the things that you chose to vote for? I love hearing that from you guys, and I love wrapping up another year with you guys with BOXYCHARM. I know that these videos probably get even less views now because BOXYCHARM has left such a bad taste in people's mouths for so long, but I do appreciate when you guys interact with these videos and tell me that you still want them if you do. Thank you all so much for attending the 2022 6th Annual BOXYCHARM Awards with me here on my channel again this year. It does not go unnoticed when you guys vote. Do your write-ins, comment below. It means so much to me and our community here that still is holding out hope that things get better with BOXYCHARM. So thank you so much, friends. If you do happen to be new to my channel, hi new friends, I really hope you do take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on the upcoming unboxings, reviews, deep dives into the products, and we're gonna be honest about it because we always are here. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.